Hello and welcome to Simply Greg's Review. You join us at Fully Charged South here in Farnborough in the United Kingdom. And behind us is the new Renault R5. For those of you with long memories, the R5 or Le Car as it was sold in North America has some good memories and some bad memories. This is their new EV version and it's the first time I'm actually seeing it, and we'll give you a tour and we'll go along and we're going to see what the new Renault R5 E-Tech is like. So this is it. This is the Renault R5 E-Tech, 100% EV, 52 kilowatt hour battery. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get this in North America, although I think in a place like Quebec where I live, it would sell extremely well. Charge port is located there. Not a huge fan of having a charge port on the front. This is really cool here. This actually shows you charge levels. I'll just give you an overview of the car. This thing looks absolutely fantastic. It's really sad that we can't have cool cars like this back at home. It really looks like the old Renault 5 or Le Car, as I mentioned. These tail lights are really, really nice here. Let's see how big the boot is, or the trunk. Tons of space back here. Look at all this space back here. Your Type 2 cable, any storage under here. You have a bit of storage. We'll close this back up. Build quality looks really good on this. Come back down here, give it a once over. What's it on? It's on 18s. That's pretty common these days, but this is actually a really, really small EV. You don't really see a lot of small EVs. Usually they turned more into SUVs at this point, but it's still compact. This car looks absolutely fantastic. You have a lot of design elements in here. You have the French flag, which I love. You have your front lower bumper and valence, gigantic Renault badge on it. A bit confused by the Union Jack on the roof, but that's fine. Let's have a look inside.
That's for the event.
It's for the event? Can we open it?
Yeah.
Oh, it locked up. We're just trying to get into the car now. The lovely people here are just trying to open up the car. What's the cost on it roughly here?
So the estimate will be 25 or under.
Okay.
It has a lot of nods to the original. So basically you're going to have stitching like the original had. You can get a baguette holder with it.
Nice.
So
where does the baguette holder? Let's explain more about.
So the original R5 had a baguette holder.
All right, so it's more of a, instead of having a cup holder, it's more of the baguette holder and the baguette holder. Awesome.
Bread and drinks.
Awesome. You heard it here first that you have a baguette holder. This is a lovely door panel. I always judge the quality of the overall car by judging the door panel. Again, very, very nice. Look at these seats in here. This is a really throwback to the original R5. I've been in plenty of Le Cars back at home. I am from Montreal, Quebec. Everyone knew someone that had an R5. Let's have a look in here. It's really nice in here. This is a really high quality interior. You have your Renault R5 badging up here. Look at this quality of this interior. This is absolutely beautiful. This is something that I find the French have always done well, are their interiors and in quirkiness. You have USB-C here, of course. It wouldn't be a French car without a proper cigarette lighter. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a smoking pack on this car. You have your wireless charging here. Again, 2 center screens up here. We'll turn those on. Placer carte sur zone plus start. So that's just place your card to start it. Very nice, bright displays. Lovely steering wheel on this. Absolutely lovely. Everything feels super high quality in here. Anything in the settings? Let's go into here. Car. Multi-sense, so this is your personality settings here. Let's see what electric says. Program, battery, no program activated. Can you set your charge limit? Yes, you can set your charge limit. Finally, a compact EV where you can set your charge limit. Settings, nothing here. Screen is pretty quick on it. The screen is very quick, I find, which is nice. Very nice layout. There's more. Look at this roof liner with the it's almost like a pleating in it. It's very nice. Seats are awesome. How do they hold? Very, 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 very nice in here. Let's go have a look at the back, which is the most important part of a small car, is the back. Oh, it locked again. A bit tinny. They could use some Dynamat there. Can we open it? Can we open it up again? It's auto locking. Yeah.
I walked too far away.
here is the back of the car. Again, super cool fabric back here. They did an awesome job with this car. How much room is back here? I'm a pretty big guy. It's pretty tight, but I think that's to be expected. Any USB down here? Not that I can see. Everything looks good as I knock my head coming out.
Back seats are prototypes.
Okay. So this is a prototype car or a pre-production. Okay.
Pre-production. So the back seats are prototypes at the moment.
All right. Well, for a pre-production car, the build quality on it it's excellent.
Yeah, it will come out like this.
Yeah, it's nicer than my Fiat 500, which has the doors almost falling off of it. We'll just give it another once over here, but very, very cool. We don't have to make this video longer than it needs to be. Again, down here, awesome car. They did a really good job with this one. It's just sad that we'll never get a car like this in Canada or the United States. I mean, look how awesome this thing is inside. It's so nice. It's so beautiful. It's just really sad we don't have any EV diversity back at home. And again, we'll come around to the front. The people here at Renault are very friendly, actually. And I think that's going to be it for the Renault 5 E-Tech. Let's have a look in the front if we could get in. At this rate, I'll just keep the key on me. At this rate, let's get that open. Let's see if there's any storage underneath here. Now we have to figure out the hardest part, opening it up. Is it? Maybe it's a double latch. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's right here. We'll just open it up. Front wheel drive. This is your inverter. You have your front wheel drive motor. No frunk. I don't think that's a deal breaker these days for under hood storage. Very, very cool car. Very interesting car, I have to admit. As I said, I wish they would sell this back in North America, or at least in Quebec, in Montreal. These things would sell out in Montreal, given our EV infrastructure. The R5 is going to have a couple different drivetrain options and batteries, 40 kilowatt hour battery or 52 kilowatt hour battery. Motors ranging between 74 to 150 horsepower in the regular R5. The A290, again, as I believe, there's two trim levels, 175 and 215 horsepower, so pretty big stuff on here. Range, you're probably looking on this car with a big battery, roughly 200 miles, maybe 225 miles. Do the math in kilometers. Everything here is in miles. I'm not that great at math. I can't do it in my head that quickly. A super cool car. We'll give some final thoughts on it. I just really wish we could get stuff like this back at home. And just to mention, I believe peak rate on this is between 100 and 130 kilowatts. Not a lot of information released out yet. I don't believe they've had their really big official launch yet. And this is a pre-production car behind us, as well, as was mentioned by the lovely people here at Renault. We have another R5 in this lovely green color. I think it looks even better in green, if I'm honest with you. Different wheel set. Very cool car. Very clean car. I'm just so disappointed that there's so much diversity here and interesting cars, and we'll never able to be getting anything like this. So this is the green one. Let's go see the Alpine version of the R5. This is the Alpine version, the A290 of the Renault R5. Same platform, but this is the really spicy sport version of the car. We know Alpine is Renault's in-house tuner. Two models are going to be available of this. 52 kilowatt hour battery, between 175 and 215 horsepower, I believe, from the A290. I just don't want to step on anyone's bags. A lot more aggressive styling cues, a lot more aggressive wheels. You have the over fenders, slightly wider track as well. A290 GTS. I don't think I like this matte finish on it whatsoever. I'm not a big fan of matte finishes, but yeah, really big tires on it, much wider tires, much wider stance on it as well. What's that? 4 piston calipers. It looks like 4 piston calipers up front. Unfortunately, we can't get into this one, but the interior, I'll try to show you. The interior, much nicer seats, much different seats than the regular R5. Again, this will be on sale here soon in the UK. We're not going to get it back home for obvious reasons that I've already mentioned in this video. You have your little throwback to the air vent from the original R5 up here, which on the other car shows charge level. Again, super cool. We're not going to be able to get this back at home. So that's our tour of the Renault R5. I really wish, I keep saying this, I really wish we got interesting cars like this back at home. This would sell extremely well. There's always talk of, we never have any small cars, we never have any compact cars. It's just giant SUVs or pickup trucks with 200 kilowatt hour batteries. I think this would be a bit expensive if they had to import it, obviously, but I just don't feel there's any desire for any domestic manufacturer at home to make something like this. They'll just make a compact a compact SUV and sell you that. But this is really sad. I'm really sad I'm not going to be able to buy it, but at least I got to see it. So that's it. I've covered both model ranges of the R5. I've actually had to film this later on. I forgot to do an outro while I was editing the film. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next film. And that's it for the Renault R5, an awesome car. Have yourselves a good day.